There's a moment in every learner's life when something subtle yet powerful shifts. It doesn't happen with fireworks or applause. It happens quietly, almost secretly, like the world exhaling around you. One day, you're listening to English and it still feels distant, like a voice coming through a fog. And then suddenly, something clears. The air changes. The words don't hit your ears the same way. They land differently, closer, warmer, almost familiar. Maybe it happened to you for a second once. A phrase you understood without trying, a sentence that didn't need translation, a thought that rose in your mind already in English. It's small but unforgettable. The brain switches gears, and for the first time you feel the language moving inside you instead of standing in front of you. I've seen this happen with so many students, and every time it feels like watching the sunrise. Slow, soft, undeniable. And when it happens, there is always a quiet smile, even if the person doesn't notice, because deep down they realize, I'm getting closer. Today, I want to take you into that moment, the moment when English finally clicks, not through pressure, not through rules, but through presence, through listening, feeling, noticing how much you already understand. So take a breath, let your mind soften, and allow yourself to recognize the progress your heart felt long before your thoughts did. Let's begin. So, before we start, tell me something. When you listen to English lately, how does it feel? I mean, honestly.
Honestly, it feels weird. Like I'm almost understanding everything, but not completely. It's like the meaning is right there, just a little out of reach.
Like hearing a conversation through a half-open door?
Exactly. I get the idea, the vibe, the emotion. But when I try to repeat it or answer back, I freeze. Everything disappears, like someone turned off the lights in my head.
That sounds frustrating.
It is. And the worst part is, I know I've improved. I really know. But when I try to speak, I feel like a beginner again.
Let me ask you something. When you listen to me now, do you feel lost? Confused? Or does it feel easier?
It feels easier. I don't need to translate every word like before. Sometimes I'm not even aware that I'm understanding. It just happens.
That's a big sign of progress, Marcus. You know that, right?
I guess so. But if I understand, why can't I speak the same way?
Because understanding and speaking are like two siblings. They grow at different speeds. Listening gets stronger first. Speaking takes longer because it needs confidence, memory, rhythm, expression. It's not a language problem, it's a timing problem.
Still, I feel stupid sometimes.
Don't say that. You're not stupid. You're transitioning. And transitions feel messy.
Maybe. It's just, I thought that when I reached this level of listening, everything else would click too. But it hasn't clicked yet. I can feel it getting closer, but not there.
Then let's explore it together. Tell me something. When was the last time you noticed yourself understanding English without trying?
Yesterday, actually. I was watching a video, and at one moment the speaker said, "You know what I mean," and I didn't translate it. I just felt what he meant.
Felt the meaning instead of thinking the meaning.
It was automatic, natural,
And how did that make you feel?
surprised. Like, wait, did I just get that without thinking? It felt nice. Like a small victory.
T is a victory, a real one. And moments like that are signs that your brain is reorganizing the language inside you. That's why things feel chaotic right now. You're in the middle of a rearrangement.
Rearrangement, that's what it feels like.
So let me try something. Marcus, tell me in English. What happened yesterday before that moment? What were you doing, thinking, feeling?
I was tired. I had a lot of work. And I just wanted to relax, so I played the video. And I wasn't really paying attention, but somehow I understood most of it.
Good. Keep going. What kind of video was it?
A motivational one. You know, someone talking about pushing yourself, not giving up, that stuff. I can't remember everything he said, but the feeling stayed with me.
That's okay. You don't need perfect details. Just keep sharing the experience.
I think I understood like 80%, maybe more. But if you asked me to repeat the same sentences now, I couldn't.
You're not supposed to repeat them perfectly. You experience them. That's different.
Still, I wish I could speak smoothly, like you do, or like the people in those videos.
You will. But let me show you something. Marcus, try telling me how your morning was today. Don't worry about mistakes. Just talk.
My morning? I woke up late. I didn't sleep very well. I was thinking too much. And I made coffee. Strong coffee. And then I opened my notebook to review some vocabulary words, but my mind wasn't working.
And what were you thinking about?
About this. About English. About why it's still so hard for me to speak. I'm tired of feeling like I'm always one step behind.
I hear you. Now, listen to what you just did. You told me a whole story. You shared feelings. You connected ideas. You spoke naturally enough for anyone to understand. That's not one step behind. That's communication.
But it wasn't perfect.
Marcus, perfection is not the goal. Presence is.
Presence?
Yes. Being here, now with the language. Not fighting it. Not correcting every sentence in your head. Just letting yourself exist inside the English you already have.
I don't know if I can do that.
You already did. For the last 2 minutes, you were speaking from a real place. Not from fear.
I was nervous.
Nervous but honest. Nervous but expressive. That's how fluency begins.
I still feel like I paused too much.
Everyone pauses, even native speakers. Fluency isn't speed. Fluency is flow, and flow includes pauses.
I never thought about it like that.
Let me ask you something else. When you speak Portuguese, do you always speak perfectly, without hesitation?
Of course not.
So why demand perfection from yourself in a second language?
I don't know. I guess I'm afraid of sounding dumb.
You sound human. That's all. And human is good.
You make it sound so simple.
It's simple. Not easy, but simple. And you're closer than you think.
Do you really believe that?
I do. Because I'm listening to you. I'm watching the way you search for words, the way you try again, the way you don't give up even when you feel stuck. That's the moment right before the click. The moment when English stops being something you chase and becomes something that comes to you.
I want that so much.
Then stay with me. Talk with me. Make mistakes with me. That's how it happens. Slowly, silently, then suddenly.
Slowly, silently, then suddenly. That sounds poetic.
Fluency is poetic, Marcus. It's the art of trusting yourself in another language.
I guess today, right now, I understand you more easily than ever.
And that's exactly why we're here. You're not just listening. You're connecting. And connection is the beginning of everything.
Maybe the click is closer than I thought.
I think it's already happening. You just haven't noticed it fully yet.
I hope you're right.
Stay with that feeling. Don't fight it. Let's keep talking. Marcus, something important happens inside the mind before fluency becomes visible on the outside. People think English is only about grammar or memory, but it isn't. It's about connection. Your brain doesn't learn a language the same way it memorizes a password. A password you remember with your head. A language you remember with your whole body, with moments, emotions, sensations. Think about the times you understood something in English without trying. That didn't happen because you studied harder that day. It happened because your mind linked the meaning to a feeling, not to a translation. When the speaker in that video said, "You know what I mean," you didn't translate it. You recognized it, like hearing something familiar. That's emotional memory working for you. When children learn their first language, they don't start with rules. They start with experiences. Hunger, joy, fear, curiosity. The words come attached to life. And as adults, we forget this, but the brain doesn't. It still learns through emotion, not logic. That's why you understand me better when we talk about real things, your morning, your worries, your victories, instead of memorizing lists. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone tells you, "I'm proud of you." You don't translate that. You feel it. Your chest warms. Your shoulders relax. The meaning enters through emotion first, then becomes language. That's what's happening with your English now. You're not just hearing sounds. You're connecting them to your life. And here's the most important part. Emotional understanding always comes before confident speaking. Always. First, you feel the language. Then you organize it. Then you express it. That's why you sense that something is moving inside you, even if the words don't always come out. You're not stuck, Marcus. You're in transition, the most important phase. And every learner watching this is, too. The moment the language starts to reorganize itself is the moment the click prepares to happen. You just have to stay inside it a little longer and let your mind finish what it already started. All right, Marcus, let's try something simple. Tell me how you're feeling right now. No filters, no translations. Just speak the first words that appear in your mind.
How I'm feeling? I think I feel lighter. Not completely confident, but more open, I guess.
More open is good. What made you feel that way?
Maybe talking about all this. Understanding that not everything needs to be perfect. It took some pressure off my shoulders.
And when you said that, did you translate anything?
I actually didn't. It just came out.
That's exactly what I want us to practice. Now, let's move to something more practical. Tell me about your afternoon plans.
My afternoon? I was thinking about going to the supermarket. I ran out of coffee. And maybe I'll cook something later.
What do you want to cook?
I don't know yet. Maybe pasta. Something easy.
Good. Now imagine I'm a stranger at the supermarket, and I ask you, "Excuse me, do you know where the pasta is?" How do you answer?
I'd say, yes, it's on the third aisle next to the sauces.
Perfect. And natural. Did you notice how fast you answered?
Actually, yes. I didn't think about the Portuguese first.
That's your brain working in real time. Want to try another situation?
Let's do it.
Imagine we're in a coffee shop. You're ordering. I'm the barista. Ready?
Let's try.
Hi there. What can I get for you today?
Hi. I'd like a large black coffee, please. And maybe a croissant.
Smooth. Would you like any sugar?
No, thank you. I like it strong.
Very good. Now pause. How did that feel?
Weirdly natural. I didn't search for the words. They were just there.
That's the beginning of the click. when your brain stops filtering and starts responding.
I still hesitate sometimes.
Everyone hesitates, even native speakers. What matters is the speed of your recovery, not the speed of your speech.
That's a good point.
Now, let's do something a little harder. I'll ask you a personal question. Try to answer without worrying about structure. Just talk. Okay.
Okay, I'll try.
What is something you're proud of this year?
I think I'm proud that I didn't give up on English. There were days when I felt like I wasn't improving, like I was stuck. But I kept going. And now I feel like something is finally changing.
That was beautiful and honest. And you answered quickly. Did you translate anything?
I didn't. I spoke from the feeling.
Exactly. Emotional truth always bypasses translation. Want another one?
Let's go.
What is something you want to change in your life?
I want to stop doubting myself so much. Not just in English, but in everything. I spend too much time thinking and not enough time doing. I think English is teaching me that I can move even when I'm scared.
Marcus, do you realize what just happened? You spoke about something deep, something emotional, without stopping, without freezing, without translating. That's the click. Right there. The moment when your emotions guide the language instead of your fear.
Wait, really? That was it?
Yes. Did you feel that shift? That little spark?
I did. It felt like my mind didn't have time to be afraid. The words just came.
That's fluency beginning to form. Not perfect sentences. Not complex grammar.
This feels amazing. I didn't know I could talk like that.
You could. You just didn't trust yourself yet. And now your brain is finally showing you what it's been building inside all this time.
It really feels like something clicked. It wasn't big. It wasn't loud. It was just clear.
Exactly. Fluency is quiet clarity. And you just touched it.
I want to keep going. Can we keep practicing? I don't want to lose this feeling.
Of course we can. And you won't lose it. Once the mind discovers the path, it returns to it again and again.
So, this is the beginning?
This is the moment everything starts to change. Not because you learned something new today, but because you finally felt the language living inside you.
Olivia, thank you. Really.
Don't thank me. This was all you. I'm just here to help you hear the voice you already had.
Then, let's keep talking.
Let's keep talking. There's something almost invisible about the moment when English finally clicks. It doesn't make noise. It doesn't announce itself. It arrives softly, like a breath you didn't realize you were holding. 1 second, everything feels distant, and in the next, something inside you opens. A word feels familiar. A sentence feels natural. A thought appears in English before your mind even has time to translate it. And when that happens, it changes everything. Quietly but completely. This moment isn't magic. It's the result of patience, presence, and the courage to keep going even when you feel stuck. Fluency doesn't grow through force. It grows through gentleness. Through showing up on the days when confidence is low. Through giving yourself permission to speak imperfectly. Through trusting that your brain is learning even when you don't see it. So if today something felt different, hold on to it. Honor it. Let it grow inside you. And if you want more moments like this, more conversations that help your English feel human, emotional, real, subscribe to the channel and stay with us. There's another video waiting for you right now. It's appearing on your screen. Go ahead, let your next step begin there.